Utah. Where it is 90 degrees and here's the supercharger. Luckily there's some shade from this tree here, so but the cooling fans are going strong for charging here, so it's pretty warm. Our next destination is Richfield, Utah, so there is going to be a bit of elevation climb. Ooh, that's a little bright, isn't it? There we go. So might have to charge up a little bit more than usual, but TripAdvisor has been doing pretty well in terms of estimating what we're going to need. If I know I'm going to have energy to spare, I tend to sort of charge on at the end of the leg, so I'm probably using more energy as a result of that in terms of like average watt hour per mile. But yeah, TripAdvisor, it's definitely a different experience this time than when we came in the winter. So before, I mean, it could say I'd get here with 20% and I'd get here with 5% or something like that. Whereas right now, if I go, you know, close to the speed limit or something, it's either going to be right on, or maybe, you know, if it says I'll get here with 20%, I might get here with 15% or something. Just a whole different ball game. So it's been a lot smoother from that point of view. Still haven't really gotten anything to eat yet, so I got to take care of that. I need a restroom break, and yeah, there's not a whole lot here. There's a Burger King up closer to the freeway, so, and I haven't actually seen this place in the daylight. The 2 times I've been here before have all been at night with snow, or at least really cold, so yeah. Here's something I've noticed recently, and that is that when I adjust the fan speed, so unless you're in eco mode, the fan setting goes all the way up to 11, but I've noticed that sometimes, like let's say I'd have 9 feels like a certain air force, blowing force, a volume of air I should say. Like right now it's pretty strong, but other times, you know, I'll put it up like close to 10 and it doesn't even feel as strong as like a 7 or an 8 used to. And I'm not sure if that has to do with if it's an energy conserving thing, or if it's shunting cooling effect or cooling management towards the battery pack, which it seems like it should be doing that right now because I'm supercharging and it's pretty warm out, so you would think that it would need to cool the battery more and shunt it away from the cabin space, but and I don't understand why that would affect the blower speed anyway, so I'm not really sure about that. I might have to ask a Tesla representative or something. I don't know if anybody else out there that uses a Model S has something to say about that. Does your fan speed seem to vary for the same number at certain times? Somebody has done rock piles on all of these rocks. That's what you do out in the desert. pile rocks. So we're almost ready to go, but I need to go to the restroom, but I can't take Gidget, so I'm trying to remote connect so that I can start the AC once the car's locked. But I'm not able to connect this. This is one of the annoying things that I found about the Android app, is it doesn't connect very well to the car sometimes. Okay, finally. Alright, so I need to actually latch it. Okay, and then lock it. That works, so I know it's connecting. And I'll go back to climate control, make sure it's turned on. It's saying the interior temperature is 71, so that's pretty good. Alright, so while she's cooling in there, I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick. Alright. In or something. It's a comfort inn, and I'm very much comforted. Alright. This is my new attempt at sun shading. So I just sort of spread it across there, and I've got the sleeping bag leaned up against this arm of the hatch here. So hopefully that'll just reflect some of the rays. Not the greatest, but that's all I have. Let's see how much. Ow! Oh, way over. Okay. Enough energy. Yeah, wow, this fan is so strong right now. 23%. Hey, that's good. We can work with that. Alright. On we go. So the other day, actually last night, I wanted to watch the Tesla shareholders meeting this year. So I downloaded it with YouTube, because I have YouTube Red. And that's what I'm listening to. I'm not watching it while I drive. I'm just putting it down here. Oh, I can't show you, I guess. But anyway, that's what I'm listening to on the drive. All right, let's go.
Contract manufacturer. Thanks, guys.
This is an example of when I would like to have bioweapon defense mode. And that is when I'm following or alongside of a giant diesel engine. I'm not going to follow them this whole time, but you know, especially in traffic conditions when you're sitting, you know, when traffic is moving and it's not too heavy, kind of stuff goes into the air and concentration's not quite as bad. But when you're in traffic and like there's all these exhausts next to you and around you, and the air that's coming into your car is coming from their exhaust. And even if it's not very crowded, like with a bus or a giant truck or something, you know, you get a lot of nasty stuff in your cabin air. So I would love to have bioweapon defense mode for those situations. And anybody who gets seasonal allergies, like if you go on a road trip or whatever like that, and you can just like, boom, purify your air, that's crazy. That's awesome. So, okay, that's two situations where I would like to have bioweapon defense mode. Okay, back to my Elon video. So I'm stopping briefly at Black Dragon Canyon. It's a scenic view right off the I-70 freeway here in Utah, west of Green River. Hard to comprehend on in a picture, but another quick stop to check out Ghost Rock. We are at the Richfield, Utah Supercharger. It is packed. That's me. Actually, I did pass one red Tesla on the way in. He was going out. This one is next to a Holiday Inn Express, as a number of them are in the middle of the U.S. There's not much else out here. There's a Subway down there. Next to on the other side of the gas station. Yeah, there's not much. I actually didn't recognize the place when we came off because last time we were here, well, both times it was at night and both times it had like 4 to 6 inches of snow, so looked quite a bit different. So yeah, just 4 stalls. Obviously not very busy. Taking a little break. I'll get it. Yeah, that's right. The cold shoulder. Beautiful scenery out here. Dry, a little bit of green, some reds. Yeah. According to the thermometer in the Tesla, it's like or something today. It definitely doesn't feel like Michigan 90 degrees. So, and there's a little bit of cloud cover right now, so that could be affecting the felt temperature. A little bit of breeze, but it's pretty warm. So, yeah. TripAdvisor was about 10% off, 10 battery percentage points anyway. It was estimating about no, 23% here, and I got here with 13%. The speed limit on this stretch is 80, and we did gain some altitude, so I think TripAdvisor does incorporate altitude in the calculations, but I don't think it includes 80-mile-per-hour speed limits. At least it never seems to be accurate when the speed limits are that high. But we made it in plenty of time, so I think the next one is Beaver, Utah, or something like that. So, getting pretty hungry. It's like 4 o'clock right now, I think, or something. So, I basically just snacked a little bit today. I haven't actually gotten any food. Nothing has sounded good, and I haven't wanted to take the time. I mean, I don't want to go somewhere separately after stopping to charge, so
Highway 120. You have entered a dead-end street. Please make a U-turn.
Alright, next is Beaver. It's only 64 miles away. And TripAdvisor is saying we'll get there with 26% left. Probably 20.
Turn left onto
I left at 440. Actually, 435. I need to write that down. Cruising along westbound I-70 in Utah. We made it to Beaver, Utah. Big bad boy Beaver. Okay. This is another one I really didn't recognize when I was pulling up because I'm used to being here at night and when there's snow. But check this out. There's another Model X. Let's see where this one is from. Wow, check out that windshield. Super cool. A 90D. So they went for the economical choice. Okay, I don't know where it's from. It's like provisional license. Must be just picked up. Maybe they're driving it back or something. Boy, those wheels are huge. Come up to like my mid-thigh. I have to say, I do like the, wonder if anybody's in there, I hope not. I do like the black rims. I'm not a big, like, crazy rim guy, but the black ones, they definitely do add something. Especially with the red calipers. This one doesn't have red calipers, but yeah, now you can see, let's see if I can show you. It really doesn't show on camera very well. The difference in size and stuff. It's really hard to show, but it is impressively bigger. I mean, it looks roomier, and the windshield, super cool. Let's see what it looks like from. Oh, it looks like they have ventilated seats, I think. Yeah. we go. Nice. All right. So we made it with 21% battery left. TripAdvisor initially had said, what, 26, I think? So that's not bad. So, yeah, what's next? Next is St. George, 104 miles. I don't remember what the altitude change is. Whoops. There, okay. So it's estimating 10 minutes. I think I really need to get something to eat, so there's the Dairy Queen and a Food Mart over here. So, and then I think there was a Burger King, like across the freeway, so, whoop. I don't know. Yeah, so we are going down in elevation over 3,000 feet, which is about 1,000 meters. So that's gonna decrease the amount of energy used and thus the charging time. So yeah, because 104 miles, let's see, I'm at 34% and it's saying it needs another 10 minutes, so that's probably going to tell me I can leave at like 45% or something like that. All estimated numbers, so really meaningless. All that to say, shouldn't have to worry too much about overcharging for reserve. I got Blue Machine Naked Juice and Pseudo Diet Dr. Pepper. It says 10 calories. And it has high fructose corn syrup, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Just leaving Beaver, Utah, heading down. I'm now on I-15, going south towards St. George is the next stop, 100 miles. Like I said, a significant altitude drop, so expecting less energy use. Still pretty warm, it's 88 degrees, still running the AC full blast. Gidget is really tired and she hasn't eaten all day either, she just doesn't want her food. But she's bouncy when I take her out of the car and chases balls and drinks her water, so I think she's just tired. Thinking about staying in St. George. Lacey looked up some dog-friendly hotels in St. George as well as some sites further than that. So I'll be looking at some of those, but I don't know, I'm kind of tired right now. Maybe it's because I've been driving all day, maybe because it's hot, maybe it's because I haven't eaten much except for a couple Oreos and some trail mix. Still not tired of driving though, still fun, just tiring. Yeah, so I overcharged back there at Beaver. I was sort of piddling around with Gidget, not sure what I was going to do about food, and then once I decided to keep her in the car and go in and get some juices, then the car was basically ready to go, but that's okay. It's always good to have extra juice. It's estimating a reserve of 28% when we get there, so we'll see. The speed limit is 80, so I suspect we'll probably be closer to 21 or 22% if I go the speed limit if I go that fast the whole time, which I plan to. Nice boat. Pretty cool to see two Model X's. One was here, the other one was... Shoot, where was the red one? Oh, that was in Kansas. I think it was in Goodland. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm on I-15 right now. This communicates with Las Vegas and Southern California, so I'm not too surprised to see a Model X on this stretch, but out in the middle of Kansas. Good penetration of the middle of the U.S. So I'm no safety expert or anything, but this guy in front of me, right there, he's towing a boat, and he's going, well, right now he's going 84 miles per hour. That's crazy. 85. I mean, he was going 85 plus. That doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't really want to be behind him, but I'm not driving fast enough to get in front of him. Oh well. Down a hill before we're on this ascent now, and that thing was going about 90 miles an hour at the bottom of the hill. Crazy hunk of steel. Alright, we made it to St. George, Utah with about, what was it, 18 or 19% to spare instead of the predicted 26. So, yeah, a little bit of loss, but we made good time. Anyway, next, oh wow, okay. So I don't know if I want to stay here or if I want to drive on to Primm, Nevada. Kind of have a headache. Maybe if I just rest for a while. We got 50 minutes of charging, if I go that far, so I could stop in Las Vegas and charge there for a little bit as well. That charger is a little bit out of the way, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. But 160 miles, that's well, it says right there, that's 2.5 hours. Doable, but we'll see. As Bjorn says, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, one other thing, I just wanted to show a edit to the setup here. So this is my microphone that I've wedged up in here between the cameras and the rear view mirror. This way it's always facing backwards. Obviously right now I'm using the built-in camera mic. And then the cord is just here to plug in when I need it, because most of the time I'm not talking. And that way I don't have to, you know, when I'm turning it forward or backwards, I don't have to fiddle with having this giant, oops, head in the way. See, it looks like that, and I just kind of wedge it in there. It's not secure at all. But I mean, it's really big, so it gets in the way of stuff when I'm turning it forwards and backwards. So I'm testing that out. I think I left Gidget's water bottle at some charger. So luckily I have, this is her bottle of water, by the way. Luckily I have a giant Wendy's cup. And she likes it straight from the spout, but fill it up enough she can drink like a normal human being, almost. Next to us we have a prime example of metallic gray. If I had the choice, that was one of my top choices, is the metallic gray. He's got it with the tan interior and a pano roof. It looks really good with the tan interior. I'm happy with black. My fave probably would have been gray. Lacey doesn't really like tan, so there's that. But yeah, I really like the gray. I think it's the metallic gray. Maybe it'll be dated eventually, but it seems kind of classic and, I don't know, timeless and kind of futuristic. But white's good too. Right, Gidget? Or? Yeah. Are you done with your water, or do you want more? By the way, this charger is St. George, Utah. It's kind of an interesting looking town. This is sort of off the beaten path in this little complex. They've got some interesting eateries, the Egg and I, a breakfast place, and then the Creperie is over there. There's a Panda Express down there. Over beyond that way is a Del Taco. Most of the town is like a couple minutes that way. And they have an interesting like downtown with like some quaint little shops and stuff like that. So it's interesting. And then on the other side, right next to the charger, is a Starbucks, a pool supply in case you want to get some floaty noodles, a Marv's, some sort of burger place. What else? Gun Barrel Steakhouse. There's all kinds of stuff over there. So anyway, it's a decent spot. Some of these places are closed after hours, but Starbucks is open till like 9 or 9:30 in case you're here late. Oh, and then there's a around the corner here, there's a movie theater. You can kind of see it right there. So if you do end up here late, that place is probably open pretty late. If you need to use the bathroom or just want to watch a movie while your car charges. So here at St. George, Utah, this is the first new facelifted Tesla I've seen. Got the LED lights, HEPA filter, which you can't see, and it also has the monochromatic back end here. Yep. Versus the, which I don't think mine looks bad. I think the kind of chrome accent looks kind of cool, but anyway. Pretty super cool. This one's also a 70D, but it's, he said he got it 2 weeks ago, so he has the option of upgrading to 75 by software if he wants, which is cool. So, all right, so we were just here talking for a long time, and so the car is completely charged, I think. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go to the hotel and we can get an early start tomorrow. Doggy. Which bed do you want? Staying in St. George tonight. I'm at the Wingate by Wingate by Wyndham. Yeah, so I was at the Supercharger for quite a while. There was, so I ended up talking to this guy with a silver one, and then this guy in a truck who was interested in a Tesla pulled up, so we were talking to him, and then another guy with a brand new 70D with a facelift pulled up, so we just ended up talking for a while. So the car ended up charging up to 90% or something like that. So I'm fully charged, and yeah, so we're going to stay here, and then we should be in Southern California. Probably, let's see, we have to go to Vegas, which is like 2.5 hours. So probably mid-afternoon, early evening at the latest tomorrow in Southern California.